Thanks, Christina. And that was good stuff, Mike. Thank you. And I don't know if you guys checked out your swag bag, but I mean, this tissue box idea was genius. I mean, it's got the LIHEAP guidelines on there, and it's got the county contact information there as far as where they are, their phone numbers. For those of us who do multiple counties, like this is going to be on my desk. This is my point of reference. So this is, whoever came up with this, you have my vote today because this is awesome. Anyway, so check out your little swag bag because this is the best thing ever. Anyway, my name is Patricia Ferricks, and I work with the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. And just to get an idea of who's all here, who operates in more than Cambria County? Oh, good. Okay, good. Same. Okay. Okay, so once we get my PowerPoint up, we'll get going. Let me ask, who's all experienced hunger, right? I mean, we had to be here early, so maybe we didn't get our breakfast. Maybe it's not our pay week. Maybe it's something else. And then there's food insecurity. And that's when you don't have the resources to get the food you need, or adequate food for yourself. At the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, we help both situations. And like hunger is a physical need, food insecurity is a socioeconomic need. And so we help address both of those things. All right, let's see if I can maneuver this. Our mission is to leverage the power of community to achieve lasting solutions to hunger and its root causes. Let me tell you, this is a new mission. We have, the powers that be that sit in rooms long hours to figure out what our mission is going to be. It used to be to eliminate hunger in southwestern Pennsylvania, I believe is what it was. And now it's to leverage the power of community to achieve lasting solutions. Because that's what we need. We need to work with our community to help do this. We can't do this by ourselves. You can't do this by yourselves. We have to do this together. And our vision is to have communities where everyone has access to the food and resources they need to thrive. Our network consists of 11 counties, and we have over 500 partners, including 6 distribution centers. We source and distribute for 40 million meals annually. On average, we serve more than 110,000 people per month. So this is our turf. You'll see we do Lawrence Beaver, Allegheny, Washington Green, Fayette, Armstrong, Indiana, Cambria, and Somerset. We have contacts in the other counties, of course, but those are the ones that we work with. So even though we're way over there near Kennywood, just so everyone knows, that's where we are. Our office actually with our walking to Kennywood. But we're way over there. We still get all over that turf somehow to help feed people in need. Right now, actually, I think at 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock, we're having our distribution over at the gallery, I guess. So that's exciting. I'm part of the Community Connections team, and I work with partners like yourself to have you guys tell your neighbors and partners and patients or clients about us and what we do and if we can help them or not. And we help by making SNAP benefits more accessible by providing one-on-one assistance and meeting people where they are in the community. So again, SNAP outreach, that's pretty much my old title before they decided to make it Community Connections. But SNAP stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. We all know that. The old food stamps. I don't know if you guys all know that, but it used to be the old book where you tear out the thing, have to see the cover, match numbers. Now it's part of a little card which you can swipe like everything else nowadays. So that's awesome. We do help people apply for SNAP because we know that people need choices, whether it's because of their dietary preferences or restrictions. Not everyone in the emergency food boxes, they might be high in sodium, some people might have gluten allergy, or any kind of sensitivity, or just preferences. You're not gonna find the ingredients for your mom's chili recipe in that food box maybe. You know what I mean? You're gonna want those choices. It also puts money back into your community. So when you use SNAP, whether you're using it the local Giant Eagle or grocery store that accepts SNAP, it'll go in to help pay for those employees' salaries, Or the Johnstown Farmers Market just started accepting SNAP there. So that means our farmers are getting the money there. So that's very exciting. We were so excited when that happened, when the farmers market started accepting that. SNAP also reduces strains on pantries and other service organizations. We like that when people have SNAP, they have their choices. They don't have to resort to the emergency food boxes all the time. And it also supplements other food programs such as WIC and the Farmers Market Nutrition Program that the seniors can apply for in the spring and summer. Signing up for SNAP can allow you to apply for other programs such as reduced cost internet. So again, that's one of those things that when you're on SNAP, you can qualify for the ACP, Affordable Connectivity Program, and then you get a reduction in your internet cost, which we tell folks when we are on the phone with them. And we also provide flexibility in your budget to pay for other needs, such as medicine or utilities. So again, even if you get the smallest amount of SNAP dollars, that's still $20, $23 you can use for something else, right? I know someone gave me a $23 gift card for Giant Eagle. I take it. So it's like if you qualify, you should apply for SNAP. This is just a cute little, not cute, a little graph that says that SNAP participants report better health than eligible non-participants. And it's because I think they have the choice to buy something that's going to make them feel better, or maybe use their money to pay for those doctor bills or those prescriptions that maybe they can't have. So it's just a little tidbit of trivia. I'm trying to get us back on track a little because I think we ran long. So the SNAP income guidelines. They just went up October 1st, and this is gross monthly income. I did not put that on there. That's what we ask when we talk to folks on the phone. We ask them what their gross monthly income is and their household size. And again, those change every October 1st. So I heard that question. They just went up October 1st. And there used to be a 60 and over category, but now it's all one. And actually, that's a lot bigger than even the 60 and over category from last year. So that's exciting for all of us. So if you know someone who applied last year, well, before October 1st, and they didn't qualify because they were over income, they might be eligible now. The maximum benefit amounts also changed, and again, it's October 1st, and they get reviewed every year. So October 1st, 2023, hopefully they'll change again in our favor. You'll see that on the bottom I have in there, the pandemic emergency payments for SNAP have been approved for February 2023. What that means is that everyone's getting the maximum amount. So if you're a household of one, and based on your income, your gross income, you might only be eligible for $23. Well, let me do something easier. Let's say $31 a month. You'll get your $31 SNAP benefit initially, and then the second payment will come out for $250 because everyone is getting the full amount right now until February 2023. So that's very exciting for participants. Again, it's not going to last forever. Right now it's been extended until February 2023. I don't know if they're going to extend it after that, but we'll see. So at the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, what we do is we submit new applications, and we also submit renewals. We do that over the phone, so folks don't have to go through Compass themselves. We've noticed when they call us looking for emergency foods, at times they're also qualified for SNAP, so that's how this conversation gets started. We go into Compass, like Mike was saying, how that works, and we go through the whole list of things, what they could be eligible for, including LIHEAP, childcare, medical, etc. We can also help them upload client documents. And we also explain and assist with the application process. If anyone's been on Compass before, I mean, it's been helpful. They now have a little help button on the bottom. However, when you're in time of need or desperation, the last thing you want to do is deal with Compass and everything else and have them learn a new system. So we get through with them. We ask every question that they need to answer. We fill in the best we can, and then someone from their county will call them back within 48 hours. What we don't do is we don't approve the applications. We check the guidelines. If they're within the guidelines, we will do the application for them. If they say they're close, we will probably still do the application because let the county, our friends at the county will work their magic and figure out how they keep them eligible or get them eligible. We cannot modify the active SNAP cases, so if they're already on SNAP, we can't do changes for them or anything like that. And we can't also send EBT cards, whether they're new or lost. We'll refer them then to their county or to the number right there. We'll tell them that's the number they want to call. We have seen, like, the folks that we do help submit applications, then they'll scan their documents to us and we'll scan them into Compass for them. But that's the limit of what we can actually do. So how we do it, they call our number or they go on our website and they access the SNAP tab and tell us that they need help applying for SNAP. Basically, if you call our number, which is the 833-822-7627 number, you will get probably a voicemail because it is a crazy time right now. Someone will get back to you. We're working again on a 48-hour turnaround. Or if you leave us a message saying evenings or weekends work best, we do have some weekend and evening hours. Not as often or not as consistent as we'd like, but there are some. So we would, if that's all you can do, we'll take that into consideration. If you text SNAP to that number, that'll just tell us that you want to apply for SNAP, and we'll get a hold of you. You cannot text the application. It's just there so you can text the request for an application. If you reach us online, go to pittsburghfoodbank.org/SNAP, and then you'll see the Find Food, select SNAP, and then this form will come up, which will give the person's name, email, phone number, may we text you, and sometimes we'll text them, hey, we're trying to get a hold of you. Although that feature isn't perfect yet, so let's forget I said that. What county you live in, so that way we know the zip code, how'd you hear about us, and what's the best time for us to reach you. Fill that out, submit it, and it'll go right into our database for someone to give you a call within the next 24 to 48 hours. Holidays might be a little tough. It might go to a third day, I'm not sure. I'm not going to wait for that. Let me see. Is there anything else? Basically, for applications being approved, since we don't approve the applications, someone from the county office, we say 5 days application, but it's usually within 2 days. They've been really good at getting to them, and they have 30 days to process the application. Our friends at the county know that. The SNAP renewal period, again, we didn't determine that, but we do help people, telling them it could be from 6 months to 3 years. And again, that's based on what the counties tell them. Our friends at the counties will give them that information. Who should you count in your SNAP household? Anyone who purchases and prepares food together. If you live with a roommate who does their own grocery shopping and cooking, you do not need to count them in your household. We have lots of blended families that maybe children that have children are moving in with their parents. So maybe you don't call, if you're buying food for just your family, you don't count your mom and dad's income. Or if you're a senior moving in with your kids, you don't have to count their income if you're buying and preparing your own food. That's a big question we often get, especially with the senior population, because they are either taking their kids back home or they're going to move in with their kids. Do we need to complete a phone interview? Yes. So, like Mike will probably tell you, anyone, one of our friends from the county can tell you, you still need to do the food or the phone application to receive SNAP benefits. And they'll be in touch with you, and that's what we tell them. Someone from the county will call you to get verification of everything we talk about today on this application, and they will tell you, how to proceed. So again, you can text SNAP to that number, 412-435-4446, or call us at 833-822-7627, and I know that's really fast. Or you can go on our website, pittsburghfoodbank.org, to find us. Part of, you can also collaborate with us. You hear all this information like, oh my goodness, the people that we work with could benefit from this. Again, to filling out a SNAP application, you can do it by going into the county assistant's office and getting a paper version, right? That's fine. However, it's faster if you can do it online. And if you call us, we'll do it over the phone with you. I mean, that way it's there, it gets processed a little bit faster because it's not the same amount of paperwork, It's more legible. We all know it's more legible than some handwriting, and it's easier than faxing. So the different churches that we serve are listed here. Allegheny County is Deanna. General and Cambria and Indiana counties. This is my colleague Sam, who's with me today. Hi, Sam. And I'm with Beaver and Butler counties. And that's my friend Keelan, who she used to be in Cambria County. I don't know if you guys worked with her before, but she moved back to Philadelphia. So she's like, Trish, can you do it? Well, Holly said, Trish, can you do it? I was just like, okay. I haven't been out here, so it's very nice. It was a great day for a drive to Johnstown. Again, if there's any questions, you can ask them now or yes.
I do have a quick question.
Yes.
I'm a community health worker in Cambria and Somerset County, and occasionally till I can get families on SNAP benefits or get them to the Salvation Army, or a lot of them can't drive to
Sure.
go to the kitchen, I have utilized the going up to the Galleria.
Yes.
And the difficulty I'm finding, so I used to sign my participants up.
Yes.
So, and that way you knew you were getting the 3 boxes of food. Well,
No.
the last time I was up there, it was an hour-long wait, and I obviously am doing this pretty much on my own time because it's during lunch hour, it's between visits. I'm not getting there at 11 o'clock to get in line.
Right.
And the last time I went up, I could not get the food from the families I needed to. They would only give me, and I told them I was a community health worker, and
Right.
they said no, we're short, and they minimized the amount that they could give the participants who showed up late. Not late, like I was there at 12,
Right.
but
Right.
it was a long wait.
And I can take that back. The question or the comment was, it's getting difficult for a service worker who is getting boxes for their clients to get the number of boxes they need at a drive-up distribution because either we're running out of goods or it's waiting in line so long that it's gone by the time you get it.
And there's a lot of people picking up for others who are, and
Yeah.
I get that, because some are working.
Right.
Some are elderly, and they're picking up for and I know someone who's trying to get for their elderly neighbor, and the same thing happened. They could not get that second box because they were, not there.
Right.
It's hard to do because it's a weekday.
Right.
A lot of people go on their lunch.
Right. And sourcing is a difficult part as far as making sure there's enough there, especially when there's not drive-ups. Before, what you were saying is you called up, you gave us your license plate number and told us who you were picking up for, and that worked out. However, that's no longer the way it goes. You drive up and they do take your information and they try and give you a fob, like a giant Eagle card or
They've never taken my information
Okay.
in the last 2 times I was up.
and maybe that's not out here quite yet, but usually that's it, so that way they can scan it. The food bank needs to collect data. They won't turn you away, it's just they need to collect it to find out, again, to say, oh, we serve this many seniors, we serve this many whoever, people. And I think the quantity of the distributions does change based on what we have. So I do apologize, I can bring it back to you, but we can talk later to address this, because I want to make sure that the people that are in charge of that part can take care of that. So I did not know, but it's good to know that that's, if you're experiencing that and you're helping folks, I'm sure there's probably at least, 5 others, if not more, that maybe experience the same kind of thing. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes?
From like the pandemic extension or February.
Yes.
Is that separate from the pandemic EBT with the students?
You know what, I think, the pandemic, the EBT has been done for the school year, I thought. Isn't it for the breakfast and the lunch, right now, that's been in there?
Yes. Sometimes I'll hear people talking and just be like, yeah, I think they put money in, people check their cards, because that's, for my school, it's every single student.
Sure,
So I didn't know if that was something that's extended, because people are like throwing their cards away.
No, I would never throw your card away.
Or is it a separate than the SNAP?
No, you know what, I'm not sure of that. Again, if you do have these specific questions though, write them down because I can take them back and get them to the powers, because I'm not child nutrition either. However, I will find out for you. Do you work with Chelsea? Chelsea's our child nutrition coordinator in this region. So I'd probably ask her, I'd be like, yeah.
Okay, no problem.
No worries. The question was about the EBT, the PEBT for the children in the schools. If that's going to carry over, like the SNAP dollars have been extended. I'm not quite sure about that, so I'm gonna get that information, and we can even send that in a group email or something so people will know. Does anyone else have any other questions or clarifications or anything else?
I have Chelsea's information.
Oh, you have Chelsea's number? Okay, thank you.
Networking here.
Great. All right, it's been great talking to you guys. I don't know who's next up. I know this, I don't know if we're back on schedule now or not. But it is good to see a full room of faces helping people, so this is awesome. So let's enjoy the rest of our day and check out that sushi box, because that's like my favorite thing ever.